So quick recap on what we're going to do today. We'll do a quick recap on the latest updates and news on the Microsoft 365 platform. Nothing too dramatic because everybody is now waiting the build keynote to actually start, and there will be a lot of new updates available across the blogosphere and social media right after that. But as we do have 15 minutes before we go there, we wanted to actually use that 15 minutes efficiently. So Gloria from our partner marketing, she's going to do intros in a second, is going to talk about the introduction of Microsoft Viva ISV benefit program, and then quarter past we will jump on this Microsoft Build keynote process. So I'm going to be relatively quick now on the slides, and we're going to skip a lot of the typical slides what we do, but I didn't want to skip this one. So the main URL here to remember is aka.ms/m365/community, from where you can actually access our blog post, all of the videos, all of the open source and communities and assets and all of that stuff. So it is the URL to remember. And also, we wanted to actually remind everybody, this particular Tuesday call is on a summer break in July and in August. Technically, we wouldn't want to be all the way through end of August, but it's easier to actually say that we'll be off July and August, and we'll be back starting from September on this particular calls. The other calls will keep on running throughout the summer period. So there will be at least one call on every single Thursday, 7 a.m. Pacific time, being the Microsoft 365 Power Platform Community Call, or the Viva Connection and SharePoint Framework bi-weekly calls. So those always happening in 7 a.m. Pacific time on Thursdays. And then we have the other monthly calls as well. Now, the big news today, and the big focus area on today, is for sure the Microsoft Build. So we didn't want to collect any actual news in the latest news like we typically do in this section, because the Build announcements are just right now starting to roll out in the different blogs. So we would have actually watched previous week's news as the big news are coming out today. So that's really the key in this slide. Also, we want to make sure that if you are interested, and should be interested, on following up on what's the latest in the Microsoft 365 and in the developer areas, please do sign up for Build 2022. See, I'm missing a year. And if you're looking into having the list of all of the Microsoft 365 developer sessions, they are under HTTPS, aka.ms Teams sessions. And that does include Microsoft Craft sessions and SPFX sessions and all of that as well. So it's a bit of a misleading URL, so don't worry about that. Today at 9 a.m. Pacific time, we will have the Innovate with Collaborate Apps and Low-Code together with Jeff Teeper and Charles Lamanna. So that's the following up on the keynote. So the keynote is starting in 10 minutes. So before we go to the actual ISV update from Gloria, I just wanted to kind of a heads up what are we going to do today. So we'll have the watch party. This means that you should go to the build.microsoft.com. You can go there already. And then we'll watch the live feed and keynote together from build.microsoft.com. And then we use the chat in this call to actually talk about your feelings and feedback and all of that. So not with the audio, because again, we want to listen the audio from our own headsets and computers, but we can still use the chat in the call to actually have a communications on what's happening. So that's the idea in here. But before we go to the watch party, we wanted to actually talk about a bit about the Viva Connection or Microsoft Viva ISV benefit program. And we have Gloria Sanchez Hernandez to actually talk about that one. And of course, this is getting then recorded as an isolated video, so you can catch up that one later. Gloria, now the stage is yours.
Hello, everybody. I'm Gloria Sanchez, and I'm in the Partner Marketing Organization, and I work very closely with Vesa in helping our partners design their go-to-market for Viva.
Excellent. Thank you, Gloria. And my name is Vesa Juvonen. I'm a Principal Product Manager in the engineering side of Microsoft 365. And let's jump actually on the presentation on this video. So let's talk about the Microsoft 365 ISV benefit program and focus on the Microsoft Viva and the Viva benefits in this program. So Microsoft 365 ISV program actually have two sides. So it's Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Viva. But in this session, we're going to focus on the Viva side. Now, as we move along on the slides, we're going to talk about a bit about what is the employee experiences platform. So what does the Microsoft Viva Connection and what is the Viva ecosystem? And we're going to talk about why we're talking about Viva Connection more than Viva ecosystem in a second as well. And then we're going to talk about what's the Microsoft 365 ISV benefit program. and what are those benefits for Microsoft Viva and individual Viva modules, or the partners who are providing solutions based on those modules. And then we're going to talk about in the end how to enroll to this program, so how all of the partners who are interested can enroll the program, and enrolling is completely free. But let's come back on that one in a second. So let's start with a bit of a thinking on how the world has actually changed. So it's really clear that there's no going back on the pre-pandemic reality, and we will certainly keep on doing this hybrid model, and not all of us can never probably go back fully on the same day-to-day office work as we used to be in the past. We've done some studies and investigations on this, of course, and these are some numbers which came out of that. Now, in this post-pandemic chapter, we certainly need to still have a way of engaging with our employees. So we need to have that personal connection with our employees and keep them connected with our company. And that's really the kind of the challenge what we're having as we as an employees are learning to cope with this post-pandemic situation and the hybrid way of working. So people do feel disconnected, and burnout is a real global problem, because a lot of us, as we work remotely, we might be actually working more than we were working as we were working in the office. So there's a clear change of behavior on how we are working. People do spend about an hour in a day-to-day searching or recreating information, which is already available. So finding the right information is super, super critical as well. And of course, our leaders of the companies are highly concerned about the talents and skills. So you don't want to lose those people because of the lack of commitment on the company or lack of, let's say, visibility on the company vision. And we all know that more and more the driving force of any business, it's the people who are making the business to success, the people who are committing to that business. One of the big challenges what we keep on having is that people change the companies all the time because maybe they don't feel connected. Maybe they don't see the company vision. Maybe they're not up to date on the day-to-day work, what's happening in the company. And that's really where the employee experiences platform is designed to help. And this is a huge growing market worldwide. And of course, we as a Microsoft, we're betting on the employee experiences platform as well. So we want to make sure that there's a Microsoft provided platform for companies to take advantage, which they can then use to get more connected to their employees, as their employees might be they're not working from the office, and they might be a bit more difficult to get that connection in place. Now, in the Microsoft side, we call this employee experience platform as Microsoft Viva. And these are the 4 different modules which are officially part of the Viva. Technically, there's already a few of additional ones already available, but 3 or 4 of them were part of the initial announcement. And we call it as a platform. We call it as a platform because you can actually extend all of these individual modules. So they do either have a development toolkit or they have an API to either see the information what you see in them or actually read the information from those modules as well. And this is a huge partner opportunity. And there's a lot of opportunities for partners to then take advantage of extending these existing functionalities. So functionalities which are already embedded to the day-to-day work of our employees, because we quite often work in Microsoft Teams. And many of us are using the Microsoft Teams as the primary channel to do the collaboration and to make our work to happen. And we don't want people to move away because context switching actually takes a lot of time and it decreases our productivity. So surfacing those applications directly in Microsoft Teams is a really crucial thing. Now, if we think about the timelines of that development toolkit and API availability, so right now, the Microsoft Viva Connection is the only module which has G8. And there's constant additional features and capabilities added on the Microsoft Viva Connection, but it's already available in a general availability, getting improved, of course. Now, the additional from the 4 modules which we talked about, the additional modules, Viva Topics and Viva Learning, will have an API level extensibility options starting from H1 in calendar year 2022. And then Viva Insights schedule is to be defined. But already today, if you're a partner building for the Microsoft Viva Connection, either for desktop or for the mobile, you are qualified to apply to the Viva Connection benefit or the Microsoft 365 ISV program and with your Viva Connection extensibility. And I will let Gloria to talk about the actual ISV benefit program and why should you actually apply it there.
Thank you, Vesa. The employee experience market opportunity is accelerating and represents a 300 billion opportunity. Viva is the engine that will drive the future of work forward. It's designed to be people first, be intuitive and intelligent, and simplified for all. And with the more than 270 million active users that Teams has, and the more than 300 million Office 365 commercial users, it really provides partners with the access to a massive addressable market. If you're building apps for M365, we are pleased to share that we're introducing a new set of benefits to help our Viva partners, ISVs, bring their best collaboration experiences to customers. These benefits will allow you to build and promote your apps and bring them to market faster. We are including over 20 new benefits, and these include access to Microsoft technology like Microsoft Azure credits, one-on-one consults with our Microsoft experts to help you design and build applications and take advantage of all the great features from the M365 platform as well as Azure. We will provide marketing resources to increase your exposure to new customers and increase visibility into the Microsoft field as well. These go from making sure that your bill of materials is ready, making sure that you have the opportunity to be included in webinars, in campaigns that we're driving, and as well as customer roundtables. And this slide provides you with a more detailed benefit list that you can look into the aka.ms/Modern Work ISV. So to get started, please go to aka.ms Modern Work ISV, take a look at the terms and conditions, and when you're ready to submit your form, we'll have our service desk reply to your request in less than 48 hours.
So hopefully you're as excited as we are on our new employee experiences platform. We are super excited about the new partner opportunities, what this platform is bringing for people taking advantage of Microsoft Cloud.
Thank you very much for partnering with us.
Now, from a timing perspective, Gloria, I will say thank you because we are really, really strict on the timing. So that was a quick intro. We will absolutely get more details on the Viva Connection extensibility in the future as well, and we'll cover all of that stuff in the future. Now, what we wanted to do next is to talk about or do a watch party with Microsoft Build. And this is something which we've done in the past as well. And just be clear on the rules of the game, so to say. The intention is that I will not share the build.microsoft.com address for you because that makes no sense. Because again, it's faster for you to actually go to that within your screen. What you can, however, do is that you can have a one side-by-side the Microsoft Teams chat of this discussion and this meeting. And then if you go to the build.microsoft.com, let's see that it's actually starting. We should start seeing actually Satya's keynote to gradually get started. It is just about to get actually started. And then we can use, and there's Satya, and now we can then use the chat within the Microsoft Teams of this meeting to have a discussion. But I will mute myself and I will keep the screen in here and let's listen, let's comment on the chat, let's see how it goes. Thanks everybody for joining today. We will close up the community call. The keynote is now done. Please continue to watch the Microsoft 365 build sessions. As mentioned in the chat, we'll get to a normal schedule with 2 to 3 demos every single week on the Tuesday starting next week. So that should be good. But again, we didn't want to compete with Satya's keynote this week. So, that would have made him look bad as there would have been so many people attending on this one. But thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of the week. And please keep the feedback coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.